Oh man, what a way to start a Monday. Definitely not a fun day as well, right? Happy Monday, everyone. Sorry for this very late video. It's 8:37 p.m. I actually probably have never recorded a PM video before on this channel, not even on a Saturday or Sunday. So, tomorrow I will be making a new video bright and early. Today, I actually was just swamped once again, dealing with a lot of sinus pressure, a lot of migraines, stress migraines too. So very much a casualty today, just like the entire market was a casualty too. So I did buy some stock today. Going to be talking about what stock I bought, what stock I'm looking to buy, because unfortunately this hurdle that we are in is more than likely going to continue. If you enjoy my content, please smash the like button and subscribe for more, because this journey is just really begun. If you're new here, welcome. I keep things real, try to keep videos between maybe 15, I say that with a smile on my face because sometimes it's really not 15 minutes, but I try to make 15-minute content videos, but tend to be in the 20-minute range, give or take. I respect you guys' time so much. I understand we all live lives. I mean, I watch people on YouTube. You all watch other people on YouTube. I get it. So, straight to the point. Today was basically the clear aftermath of the weekend, and it was very much clear and expected. So I did do buy. So I. Keeping it real. Sorry, don't really edit around here. I did buy some stock bright and early this morning, though. And for anyone that is not aware, has not seen this channel, my content, doing a public account profile challenge that is going to be getting, oh man, it's going to be getting kicked in the teeth here very soon. Looking to take this sum of money right here to 6 figs in the course of 17 months. If I deposit a large sum of money into this account, then it goes down by 1 month. If I go all in, theoretically, which I believe that's going to be about $12,500 deployed into this account, the account challenge is going to be 12 months. And we already are doing the account challenge. It started the 2nd of January, so we're already almost 2 months into this account challenge. Why are we doing this? Or why am I doing it, rather? As I look at my screen recorder here, to really give motivation to people, because I've been in rough places before as a retail trader, been in the market for a while now. I've seen a lot of things. I've made a tremendous amount of life-changing money, and people need to remember why they get into stocks. And as long as the reason of the company and your reason, your strategy doesn't change, if the market goes down to Chinatown, it's going to do what it's going to do. But what is the company doing? You see, that's a really good question. What is the company doing? So let's go ahead and talk about a lot of stuff today. Go over about the stocks that I bought, and then I'm going to show my profile here, talk about what other stocks that I'm looking to buy potentially tomorrow. So if you do want to see those tomorrow's video, if I do buy stock, turn on the notification bell or check back here tomorrow. Hold on 1 second. Water, cheers. Tomorrow is cardio day, so I need to hydrate a little bit. Okay, so I ended up buying, what did I buy? I added 5 shares of SoFi. I am a SoFi raging bull. I now have 2,060 shares of SoFi. 2,060 shares of SoFi. My private profile has a massive SoFi position, and it has been utterly kicked in the teeth. Utterly kicked in the teeth. And it's pretty funny because several months ago, I ended up taking a long break from this YouTube channel. This YouTube channel is actually a little side project. My main YouTube channel, Nightmare RH, is actually a video game channel. It has over 200,000 subs. I have not advertised this channel just yet, so I'm looking to grow this organically, but I ended up taking about a year off. Had some health issues. Health issues are totally reversed now. I was eating too much damn sugar, and I was also drinking way too much alcohol. Giving up alcohol, I am 15 months, give or take, sober. November 22nd, 2024 is my last drink. So you all do the math. Anyways, raging SoFi bull here. I ended up showing my SoFi position in numerous numbers of videos, but I was buying SoFi back in early May of 24 when February 24 when nobody friggin' wanted it. Nobody wanted SoFi. Couple months ago, my SoFi gains was over 300%. So me as a long-term shareholder, is this a kick in the teeth? No, because the company is triple beating every friggin' earnings. What am I doing? I'm just adding more shares. That's pretty much about it. It's pretty ironic because the reason on my private profile, as you just saw, I have 1,642 shares is because I initially built a position, and I was very happy. I built a position of 1,500 shares, and I was tremendously happy. And then the stock kept going down all throughout like the late end of, actually it was Liberation Day, and I just kept accumulating bonus shares. Like, you got a stock price that keeps going down and the company keeps triple beating. Like, we got a big problem here. That's when you pick up bonus shares. So I'm at 2,060 shares on this profile, the public profile here. We are at hold on one second. How many shares? 418. It's kind of funny because several months ago I was at like 330, I believe. And I've just been accumulating bonus shares. My strategy on SoFi hasn't changed. The company's fundamentals haven't changed. I'm just adding bonus shares. So, as SoFi continues to go down to Chinatown, I'm going to pick up bonus shares. 5 shares may seem not a lot, but when you run price projections and understand that this company could very well be a banking giant over the next decade, and Anthony Noto, the man himself, has already bought a ton of stock over the last like couple years, and he also did a retail interview with 2 YouTubers, and he stated that, hey, if he can, he's going to be buying stock potentially at these levels. Not to mention, he ended up doing, I don't know the precise agreement, but he ended up doing a stake on his own shares. I think he lended them out in a way. And he lent them out in the sense that he's betting that 3 years from now, SoFi is going to be $49 or above. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 years from now, SoFi more than likely is going to have 3 digits of a stock price. That is not a bold statement. I have ran my price targets and projections, okay? A bull case for this year could very well land us anywhere between maybe high 40s to low 50s from the price projections that I've done. And I actually made a video. It's actually my most viewed video on this channel. Go figure. This YouTube channel is not supposed to be SoFi, all about SoFi, but I mean, the stock is going down and the company is going up. What do you want me to talk about here? 2027... the company has stated that 26 and 27 is going to be their big years. Well, they're showing this reporting earnings are going to start the year. And for 27, if we maintain the same or better growth rates, you could be looking at a stock price well over $100. I know that may seem kind of crazy because we're going down to Chinatown and you're like, hey, Nightmare, how is it possible when the stock is 18? It's called the company keeps triple beating and Wall Street has no choice but to say, okay, we're done. Like, this is just stupid. We're gonna do the opposite of what the algos are doing, and this is just ridiculous. So I ended up buying some. My next buy on SoFi is actually probably going to be around maybe $17. And every dollar that SoFi goes down, I'm going to be adding shares. I mean, if I end up buying an extra 100 shares on this profile, cool. it's bonus shares for the future. That's pretty much about it. Palantir, SAS. SAS is getting kicked in the teeth, so I ended up buying a Palantir share. I had been in and out of Palantir, and I made the mistake back in 2023, end of 22. I was actually trading Palantir. I accumulated a decent sized position in Palantir back when it was in the teens. I was buying 14, 15, 16 bucks, shot up like crazy, ended up selling in the high 20s. Yeah, I made a lot of money. Like, I made over 5 figures of a trade. Cool, sold. Stock price went into the S&P 500, pulled back a little bit, accumulated a position in the low 30s again, sold in the high 60s. Cool. I double my money again. Liberation Day happened, was buying Palantir on two profiles. This profile really started several months ago, but during Liberation Day, this was actually my very aggressive like trading profile. But I was buying Palantir in the 90s, the 80s, high 70s. Sold again. Doubled up. If I had just built a position in Palantir during the teens, life-changing money. Utterly life-changing money. And a lot of people that I've talked to actually have. So many people have made life-changing money with NVIDIA. I've traded NVIDIA. So many people that have made life-changing money in Palantir. That's great. I've made great money in Palantir. Like anywhere between, I believe, honestly, maybe 20, 30 grand of profits. But honestly, if I built a position, it would have been 6 figs. So that's the whole point and reasoning behind SoFi in my logic. Now buying a Palantir share here, I'm down on Palantir, and Palantir is a SaaS play. They put up 70% of growth rate, so I mean, they're just a shock and awe type of company. Like betting again, people right now are making money by shorting Palantir, but there was a time like last year and the year before, you shorted Palantir, your profits went bye-bye, goodbye, goodbye, see you later. So I added a share of Palantir, added a share of Hood, and then I preloaded my $500. Every month, I'm transferring over $500 into this account. That does not change the account challenge. I already stated the rules back in January that I gave to myself. So I preloaded $500. Why did I do that? Because I can see this week being very painful. What other positions am I looking to accumulate this week? Honestly, Adobe is looking like it's screaming. People don't understand Adobe, and they will not until it's too late. I use Adobe products every friggin' day, and I bet you do too. Okay? AMD, I have so much friggin' AMD, but the more that I look at AMD, I mean, it's the things the amount of money that these big companies, Amazon, 200 bill, Google, 180 bill, Meta between 120 and 130-ish, I could be wrong on that. Where are they going to go to? They're buying chips, the CapEx. Who's going to be benefiting? AMD was a couple years behind NVIDIA a couple years ago. Now they're not. And what people are going to freak out about NVIDIA, not to mention we have NVIDIA reporting this week, Wednesday, happy hump day, early. What people are going to learn about NVIDIA is that they're nothing special. They're just the first to the ball game. Okay, fun little story. Go watch some of my YouTube videos on my main YouTube channel, Nightmare RH. Back in 2009, 10, 11, even 12, I was actually the most subscribed RuneScape YouTuber. And one of the reasons why is because I was the first one really doing it in a niche market. Hold on, water, cheers. If you are the first one doing something, you're going to profit tremendously. Nvidia was just really the first one here. So, in my personal opinion, Wall Street is going to wake up and realize, hey, Nvidia is nothing really special. They're just a company. And you have AMD that is going to be eating away at their market share. Now, the biggest thing is with OpenAI, it looks like they more than likely will have their $100 billion secured to continue to buy chips. OpenAI has stated that they're going to be taking money that they're going to be getting from NVIDIA. This is pretty funny. And they're going to use that money to purchase AMD chips. It's a slap in NVIDIA's face, but at the same time, everybody wins, and it keeps the ideology of a monopoly off the market. And I really do believe that a lot of these companies are going to be buying AMD chips because the market really does not like a monopoly play. And if people just continuously buy NVIDIA, and if you are a NVIDIA bull, there's nothing wrong with the company. By all means, it's a great phenomenon. It's the world's richest company. It's a great company. But here's reality. The reality is that NVIDIA was the first to the party. Now AMD's party is about to rock and roll. We do not need AMD to surpass NVIDIA. I've already gotten into arguments with people about this, and they don't understand it. AMD's market cap is like 300 bill and some change. Actually, hold on. Let me get correct terminology here because it does matter. AMD's market cap, 320 bill. We just need NVIDIA to be a $1 trillion company. I make money. You all make money if you're invested in AMD at these levels. I actually have an average on my private account, very much close to $100 because I was buying shares like crazy on Liberation Day, below $100. Like, you have AMD do a 2.5 return in the next couple years, you make a lot of money. You have AMD go to $1.5 trillion, which is 5x. Where if everything that Lisa Su is saying that is going to happen, sure, you could have the next 3-5 years for NVIDIA be huge. NVIDIA, sorry, it's a little tiring. AMD. And you can also have the next 3-5 years for NVIDIA also be huge too. We just need AMD to execute. Do you trust the management team? I do. So I'm really good on AMD shares, I believe, unless they get friggin' really stupid. Unless we actually go to the 200-day moving average, and then we are in the 170s, then I'll probably add a couple more shares. Adobe, I'm really looking big on to add. Robinhood, I've spoken about. They are very much a risk-on company, aka kind of like a gambling a casino in a way. So they're going to follow Bitcoin. But let's go ahead and look at some moving averages here. Technical analysis, which really does matter. The first thing I want to say is the VIX is, it's definitely moving up. So the VIX obviously is up by 10% today. That's a lot. And we're seeing just a range of the VIX being very choppy. Now, we go back several months to 17 October. I bought a lot of stock and I was making videos on it. And then we go back to right before Thanksgiving. I was also buying a lot of stock too. I have videos on this channel. I bought over $30,000 worth of stock. Massive aggressive buys as the VIX is climbing. The market is going down to Chinatown. And as the VIX also came down, I was still buying as well too. Because as the VIX goes up, that means the market's going down. So it's a inverse mentality. As the VIX goes up, you got to be buying stock. As the VIX comes down, in the sense that you run up and it comes down, you got to be buying as well too. It's a V-shaped recovery, okay? You buy the entire V. However, the market itself right now, we go to SPY, it's still holding the 100-day. So if anything, it is in somewhat of close to being in a correction. The Qs are in a much worse situation. Yeah, the Qs could very well fall to the 200. So the Qs from all-time highs, the Qs is very much in a correction. We're talking potentially almost 10%. That is a pretty decent size correction. Small caps are still bullish above the 50-day. The small caps are leading the market. Bitcoin is not doing well. But over the weekend, surprisingly, when Donald Trump initiated his tariffs, Bitcoin really didn't do a whole lot. It wasn't up until like really today. So, what's going to end up happening, in my personal opinion? Well, Nvidia, it's hard to really say because Donald Trump is on stage basically pretty much saying we're going to attack Iran. We're going to keep tariffs very high, maybe impose even more tariffs here. Go from he did 10% globally and then he raised it to 15. What's stopping him from raising it to 20 or 25? If we do actually attack Iran, what is that going to look like entail, or is the market just going to shrug that off? So SoFi is really breaking down, and there's really no easy way for me to say this. It is just not stopping. Like there is no bottom in sight. And the MACD, you can say, looks very bullish. Because if we look at the MACD, this is the only bullish thing in my opinion. You look at the MACD here is a great indicator. Moving average, conversion, diversion. Basically pretty much this green line, the MACD right here. It's an average. And so is the red line. And as you see, we basically fell off like a water cliff. And actually, hold on. Let me see if I can maximize this. Pretty sure I can maximize this. Oh, beautiful. I can maximize this. Okay, look on the screen, please. The MACD. So we fell off a water cliff here. But as you see, it's getting tighter and tighter and tighter. Now, this morning, it looked like potentially maybe the MACD was going to curl up. If we go back to pretty much this time frame here, this is what we pretty much want to pretty much see happen. So could we very well curl up and the stock price goes up? Sure. About SoFi, that's really the only bullish thing. Another bullish thing is that the stock is insanely oversold now, especially for a company triple beating. 24 on the RSI. The pain may be coming to an end. But otherwise, I mean, we're just breaking down. We're breaking down. We're way below the moving average. AMD, we're not there yet. Obviously, AMD's MACD here, it looks like it's more free fall. It's not curling up. See this MACD on AMD? So the MACD on AMD, it's not curling up, which means AMD has more downside. Palantir, MACD has already started to curl up. So we now there is no guarantee. Okay, I am a day trader. I do know how to day trade. I just haven't day traded in a while. But the MACD is your bread and butter when it comes to day trading. Obviously, it's not God. It's not going to predict the future. Neither am I. But it's an indicator. However, it can very well be very accurate at a lot of times. So, could we very well break back down below this red line here? Sure. Could Palantir begin a upward cycle? Sure. Robinhood, it looks like it wants to begin some type of upward cycle. But then again, on Robinhood looks like it can definitely go down to maybe the high 60, mid to high 60s here. It's really in free fall. Meta is really kicking my teeth in because they have a lot of room to move down, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised if Meta obliterates my small gains on their stock. So Meta could very well go down to probably my average. As for Adobe, this is just ridiculous. It's the MACD is obviously curling, but I mean, for a company that people truly believe is going to go away, you are just betting. You're going to be looking back on SaaS and you're going to be saying, wow, I should have grabbed my balls and bought some shares. This company is a phenomenal company, and I use their products every day. I'm sure you do too. The fact they're being beaten down this much is just unbelievable. So on a closing note here to really wrap some stuff up, tomorrow, if the pain continues, I'm probably going to be buying some more stock. And the reason being is because Nvidia could very well come out and save the day. Maybe something comes out and Donald Trump says, hey, we're not going to be doing any more tariffs. Even though, ironically, there's already going to be lawsuits with the ones he just did. And the ones he's just doing right now, FYI, it's not forever. It's only temporary. A lot of people forget that. I believe they're good until either April or May. I got to double check that. Don't quote me on that, please. Do your own due diligence, as always. If you enjoyed today's video, smash the like button, please. And I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Later, everyone. Be safe.